Lord be with you. The reading of the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew. Herod the ruler heard reports about Jesus, and he said to his servants, "This is John the Baptist. He has been raised from the dead, and for this reason these powers are at work in him." For Herod had arrested John, bound him, and put him in prison on account of Herodias, his brother Philip's wife, because John had been telling him, "It is not lawful for you to have her." Though Herod wanted to put him to death, he feared the crowd, because they regarded John as a prophet. But when Herod's birthday came, the daughter of Herodias danced before the company, and she pleased Herod so much that he promised on earth, on oath, to grant her whatever she might ask. Prompted by her mother, she said, "Give me the head of John the Baptist here on the platter." The king was grieved, yet out of regard for his oaths and for the guests, he commanded to be given. He sent and had John beheaded in the prison. The head was brought on a platter and given to the girl, who brought it to her mother. His disciples came and took the body and buried it. Then they went and told Jesus. The Gospel of the Lord. In the book of Leviticus, the directives, and there were many, that the Lord gave to his people was meant to instill in them a sense of being a people and a family of God. The land which the Lord bequeathed to them was sacred trust. They needed a weekly Sabbath in order to renew and cultivate their relationship with God and with each other. But the land also needed a Sabbath. Every 7 years, the land was to lie fallow, and every 7 years, there was to be a jubilee every 50 years, to be observed by the land, which was to be restored to the original owners, and all the people who were scattered throughout the other lands were returned to their own land and family, because they belonged to God, all of them. They were to be a people who would witness to the goodness and to the mercy of God, the God that they served. As we look around our world today, we see that the people of God do not give witness, give evidence of the presence of God, but we can see very clearly in the way that people live the presence of the evil one. The prophets of old were faithful to the truth of God, and because they spoke the truth of God, they were persecuted and usually put to death. John the Baptist was the precursor of Jesus Christ, the very truth of God incarnate. And because he was faithful to the truth, he too was put to death. Jesus, the very truth of God incarnate, the second person of the Trinity, was put to death precisely because he claimed to be the truth of God. The church, the continuation of Christ in the world today, to the extent that the church teaches and preaches and lives the truth of God, to that degree will she be persecuted, and many of her members are being put to death. And we know that this is happening today. Those who imitate the death of Jesus will also imitate his resurrection. Today the church is imitating the death of Jesus. Very soon the church will also arise